type of light called a G20. Are you old enough to remember when we were little kids, bubble lights? They were really cool. They also warmed up to about 1,700 degrees and burned the heck out of your hands. Do you remember those?
These won't do that.
No, no. This is my first chance to even talk about these. If you want more light and fun light, then the G20s are the way to go. And there's only one company that can bring this quality to you, and that's Bethlehem Lights. Can I preach for a minute?
Please, I would love to hear it.
As a lighting expert and someone who has been decorating on a very high level scale for many, many years, I owned a company called White Christmas, and we did very high end, very expensive lighting projects for some of America's wealthiest homeowners.
Yeah.
Bethlehem Lights has always been the company that I went to. They are an industrial lighting company. These lights, each one of these little spheres, has a gazillion itty bitty little bubbles in it.
Yes.
And you almost can't see it with our lights down. Should we bring our lights up?
Oh, I think, wait a minute, look at that, Dan.
Oh, you know what?
Those camera guys.
See it. That's because our camera people are the best. Bob, way to go.
Bob.
Do you see all those little bubbles? What they do is they capture the incandescent light and they expand it out. And you get magic. We've got multicolor, or we've got the clear, and they're priced at under $17. You can go into cheap stores and find cheap Christmas lights for $5, $6, $7 a strand. And less than halfway through the season, half the strand will be done and you'll wind up throwing them away.
Yeah.
These are the same commercial quality lights that are used at theme parks, downtown lighting displays, and they are durable. And you can string them together.
Yes, end to end. You can string up to 45 strands end to end. You're getting 16 feet of light, and then there's a 6-inch tail on either end.
Yep.
And then in addition to that, 50 lights. This is the most lights we're offering in a plug-in strand this year. This is the brightest light strand that we're offering this year too. And they're amazing. I'm obsessed with these. I love them so much.
When I decorate a home, I work in what I call levels of 3. So if I were to decorate this house, I would go with a gutter run.
Yes.
Something lower, and then something definitely for ground effects.
Right.
I am yet to have seen an incandescent light that is better for ground effects than these new G20s.
So Dan, I have
Look
to correct
at
you.
that.
These are LEDs.
What?
They are not incandescent.
Are you
These
serious?
are LED lights, but they look like incandescent. You're looking behind. They are. They're LED lights.
Okay, I honestly,
I know.
I am stone cold busted.
I know. Amazing.
All right.
How
first
did they
of
do
all,
it? I don't know.
How did you fool me?
I know.
That's an LED that looks absolutely like an incandescent.
It absolutely does.
Normally, in the color generation, the warmth of the light in terms of how yellow it is, how
And the
white
brightness
it is.
and the color dispersion and the way that the refraction of the light because of the tiny bubbles in there. I mean, it
That's
is
an LED?
just amazing. It's an LED in there.
So, okay, an incandescent light bulb I will expect to last for Christmas lights, a good one, commercial quality,
yes.
10 years. I've got strands that I've had from Bethlehem Lights for over 15.
Yeah, you're
still lighting.
yeah.
But an LED lasts for over 100,000 hours.
That's right. I think a commercial quality incandescent bulb's about 2,000 hours, 2,000 to 3,000 hours, and it's 100,000 hours on an LED. So you're exactly right. These should really last for you. They are made of a heavy-duty acrylic. I actually have a tree decorated over here.
Go ahead.
I've got some extension cords running here.
And I noticed because I was playing
in.
around with these, one of the big flaws of, quote, Christmas lights is that the light popped out, either the whole strand would go dark or water would get in behind where the bulb was.
Exactly.
And then you ran into a situation where you had some problems.
So,
you can't do that with this.
Exactly. These are so heavy duty, you don't have to worry about them. They don't get tangled up around your hand. Here, I'm going to now.
Hold on, that's my leg. Okay.
Now you're tangled.
There you go.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. Why don't you hold this end? I want to show the 17 feet. So I'm going to come over here
You're
and
gonna go that way?
I'm going to untangle it now to show you that it doesn't get tangled up. I just undecorated the tree.
These are fabulous. And by the way, Rachel and I won't put words in your mouth,
Please
but do you
don't.
remember what you said to me before we went on the air? We were hanging around by our talent service center about this light strand in particular.
Yes. I said I'm obsessed with these.
Yes.
That's what I said, yes. And I mean it.
And
like I love them so
And
much.
I told you, these are my favorite lights.
Yes. These are
especially
hands
for
down.
ground effects. And not to take anything away from you, because you're a true pro.
Right.
But everything that we did here in our little garden, how many strands is that?
That's 4 strands.
That's 4 strands. Okay. But it only took about 5 minutes.
Exactly. It really did.
And all you do is plug them in from end to end, and you drape them.
And
you
that's
almost
all
do
we
it
did.
purposely without a pattern, so that you get this magical ground effect. But you can also hang them from gutters. You can do everything you've ever done with any other Christmas light, but these will just do it better.
Exactly.
And it's the only plug-in set
that we're doing
for the year.
It is the only plug-in set for the year. Exactly. Can you imagine this too, Dan? That looks really cool in our mulch bed here.
Yeah.
Imagine it with the snow, freshly
Oh, yeah.
fallen snow in it. I don't know if we can show the bushes over
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
but doesn't that,
Let me-
imagine this being outside of your window. And I literally, again, 3 strands there.
And part of, again, for me, I am trying to find, desperately, I'm trying to find new ways to decorate it, to make life easier and simpler. And bushes have always been tough. Look at the size of each one of these bulbs.
They're like the size of marbles.
Yeah. And what happened before is the way we would decorate bushes is we would kind of wrap around the bush, and then it looked like this weird candy cane striping.
Right.
That never looked right.
Yeah.
With this, you literally just flop them over and drape them around.
And that's all I did. This
A
took me
hedgerow like this
maybe a
would-
minute.
This would normally take a professional like Rachel or myself a good 35, 40, 50 minutes to do and to get right.
Look
This-
how well they're spaced.
Yeah, this took like 2 minutes.
And you know why too? I think another key point on
I
these,
love
Dan,
these for bushes.
They are 4 inches between the lights. So you're getting more bang for your
Instead of
buck
a
with the
foot.
lights
Yep.
instead of 6 inches to a foot. Exactly. So then it makes it so much easier to decorate with them when the lights are closer together.
Well, here's the thing that and they will look like magic. And we'll go back to the photograph of doing an entire house with them.
Yes.
which
Oh
I
my
thought
gosh,
was
that house is, I know. I want to do this
spectacular.
to my house. It's amazing.
Trees are the toughest thing in the world to light.
Yeah.
When you have a larger bulb and a shorter space between them, it's easier to do. Look at that. Whether you do the clear or the multi, and I got to tell you, the clear is already getting limited, and I'm not going to have enough of that clear to go around. Look for them. These are the new G20s from the wonderful, wonderful folks at Bethlehem Lights. I agree. These are the coolest lights.
Thanks, buddy.
Coolest lights we've
Great
done
to
in a
work
long
with
time.
you, Dan. Thank you.
That's so cool. Coming up from Plow and Hearth,